Two more lives are lost tonight in Columbus. Police were on Polo Drive North, there on the left side of your screen, at exactly this time last night. They found 21-year-old Christopher Gillikin shot. He later died at the hospital. On the right side of your screen is the scene of a shooting that happened tonight in the Linden neighborhood on Azelda Street. Another person died there. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Brittany Bailey. Well, these deaths mark the fourth and fifth homicides of 2021 as the violence in our city spills into a new year. 10 TV's Stephanie Stanovich talked to one community leader about what needs to be done to stop it.
A pandemic within a pandemic.
Dr. Chanel Jones is a criminal justice professor, chair of the public safety programs at Franklin University, and serves as assistant dean.
The reality of the situation is violence is an issue that has affected every single aspect of the city of Columbus.
It not only affects immediate family, but the grief has an impact on every single person in the community in some way. Dr. Jones has been researching how to address the violence.
It's not going to be solved by one group, one person, one entity, but it is going to be solved collectively. We've been talking about this whole reimagining public safety, and that's just not with law enforcement, but that's also on how are we addressing the violence in our individualized community? How are we empowering community members to solve and be solutions?
Dr. Jones says behind each loss, the reasoning for the violent act often differs.
At the end of the day, nobody really knows what happens except for the people that were actually there. And that's why we have, police, they go in and they do the investigation. That's why we have the homicide unit to do their job.
She says it may be more detrimental to the family and others around to jump to conclusions, whether that's on social media or by word of mouth.
It definitely does not help the situation when people make assumptions.
But right now, she's looking at the violence from a broader perspective.
What are the underlying causes of that violence? When we start to address the underlying causes of the violence, then we will significantly reduce that. The violence is just a symptom of a much larger problem that we're having in the city of Columbus, and we need to get to what the issue is.
Her advice for a hurting community:
we all need to be focused on, providing comfort and care and consideration and giving grace.
Reporting in Columbus, Stephanie Stanovich, 10 TV News.